Okay. Albin Bouery, welcome to the channel. You're a life coach and you've had an interesting life experience that maybe you're interested in sharing some sneak peeks about your life experience. Is there can you tell us the basics? What do you do? Do you have any children? A little bit about yourself.
Yeah, of course. First, I would like to thank you, Mario, for this opportunity.
You're welcome.
It's nice to be here with you. Yes, I'm a mother of two. I have a son and a daughter, and I'm actually now a life coach, specialized in women empowerment and women in leadership. And that relates to something because as a woman, I had a lot of challenges in my life. So to start with, I was married and I had difficulties in my life, so I had to divorce. And I found out that I was all by myself and I had to start from scratch my life.
After how long did you divorce? Like how long did your marriage last?
My marriage lasted for 6 years.
6 years?
Yes. So when this happens, my kids were 3 years and 2 years. And it was very hard, especially in Lebanon, where at those days women had no rights. But I'm sure now it's becoming better. So it wasn't an easy period in my life. And my parents were not here. So I was all by myself, which made it really hard. But anyway, we all learn from the hard moments in our life, and that's what makes us stronger.
Yeah.
So I had to start working because I needed the money.
Yeah.
I had no income.
And you had your children with you, like when you got
they were
divorced?
on and off at the beginning, and that's another discussion. So as I said, I had to work hard to sustain myself. But to be honest with you, I had never worked in my life.
Yeah.
So, and I felt useless. Like, what would I do? What would I work? I did not even graduate from my university because I was like at my first 2 years of business management. And then I fell in love and then I got married and things happened and time flew. So I had to start from somewhere. Then I found a job.
Did you have any ambitions, like before you get married? Did you have like anything in mind? Did you have any plans for your future?
Yes, honestly, I really wanted to work with my father in Africa because that's a place where I lived. I was raised up there and I loved the life there. It was very simple and nice. So one of my goals in life was to go there and work with him.
Yeah.
He was in wholesale. So that was one of my dreams. And sometimes, dreams don't come true. Things happen. So going back to the life that was facing me, I had to work and I got an offer. I started as a salesperson in retail. And as a beginning, it was good because I had to learn. I didn't know anything else to do. I couldn't go to companies. I didn't have skills. Maybe I had only soft skills, which is working with people. My sales skills were good.
Why do you think were you good in sales?
Because I think I was able to understand people and their needs. And I was honest with them. So, for example, if someone wants to buy something and they did not, it doesn't suit them, I would tell them honestly, that's not the right choice.
Yeah.
And I think because I was very maybe honest and very joyful person, I was attracting, people. So I started seeing that, wow, I'm doing a good job, And I started feeling very confident, which was not the case when I started. And I was hearing a lot of echoes that you can't do anything, you've never worked, you've always been a spoiled child. So that did not help. But on the contrary, that was a great challenge for me. And I said to myself, you need to take this challenge and prove to everyone. Basically not to everyone, only to myself, that I can do it. You know, it's not difficult.
You can be independent. Like you don't need anyone to strive.
Exactly. And as a woman, I really don't need a man to be successful in my life. So, and when I was working, I just have by accident, I got the opportunity to leave Lebanon and to go to the United Arab Emirates. And at that time, this is where it shocked me, like, where am I going to go? How am I going to leave? I don't know anything. I'll be on my own. And I was around 31 years at that time. So it's not like I was young and starting again from scratch, not knowing anyone. I was leaving the kids behind. So emotionally, first, I was not well at all.
But why was it Emirates? Like, why Dubai? How did you end up there?
The offer was very good because, first of all, I was going to the luxury world.
Okay.
And second of all, because it was the place that was near to home, which is Lebanon.
Yeah.
I felt near that if ever I needed to come, I can come in 2-3 hours and be home.
Oh, okay. The distance.
The distance,
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I said, no, you know what? One leap, get out of your comfort zone, and that's okay. You know, whatever happens, happens. And things happen for a good reason. I mean, why did this opportunity come to me? It means I need to change something in my life. And at that time, I was a very shy person. You know, people used to think that I'm very strong because this is how I looked, but I was very shy.
Yeah?
Yes.
Like, how shy? Like, can you tell a story? Like,
like if someone would look at me, I would really turn my face and become red. And although now I think you don't realize it, yes?
Yeah. No, of course. And I know a little bit about...
yeah, so I worked a lot on my personality. I went to a lot of emotional intelligence. So I wanted to work on myself, honestly. So I started as a salesperson in the beginning, and I said, you know what, even if I have to work 24 hours, I don't care, because I want to do something out of my life, which is my career at the time being.
Did you have like a target? I don't want to interrupt you, but like, like I want to reach this number, or was it like to be just self-sufficient, or did you have a certain lifestyle you want to achieve, you know?
You know, Mario, it was all about career and growth.
Okay.
That was my main goal in life and my main ambition. I don't know if it's really the right way to say. It was never about the financial part.
It was for the identity, for the image.
Yes,
maybe?
Exactly. It was for my own, how they say, for my own pleasure, for my own fulfillment. That yes, I've reached somewhere, I've earned respect. It's something very fulfilling for you to know that that when you leave one day, people will always remember you. It's like a legacy.
Yeah.
Forgive me if I'm saying that. I don't mean to have an ego in saying this.
It's completely fine. We need to learn to tame our egos, not like ignore them completely. You know, just.
So when you see that the people you worked with after 10 years, they still call you, they ask you for an advice. I mean, to me,
you touch them. Yeah.
Yes, it's that you really touch them in a way in their lives.
So what is interesting? Like, what's the most interesting thing in sales, selling something?
Oh, it's very interesting because you get to see a lot of people, different cultures, which is amazing. Like when I was working there, I was working with 86 different nationalities.
Wow.
Now that alone, is a lesson by itself.
Yes, like you travel to 86 different places.
Exactly. You learn from each other.
Yeah.
You know, and you become, and the team that you work with, they become your family. And that's what's nice about it. And the way you work together, the way you help each other, the way you support each other. I've never ever dealt with anyone as a superior.
Yeah.
You know, we always believe that no, we are all together, we support each other, and we need to grow. Because if you are a leader and you don't support your team member, they will not grow and you will not grow.
Okay.
And that was one of my goals.
So teamwork is important in sales?
Of course. And it's important when you are a leader,
Mm-hmm.
because you can lead and you can manage.
Okay.
When you lead people, this is where you are a good leader. But managing, yes, anyone can manage. You can hire anyone to manage your paperwork, your Excel sheets, your finance, everything. But if you don't know the right way to lead people, it's something the skills, it's a skill to lead people. So going back to the experience, I've had a wonderful experience. So I started moving upwards from sales to retail manager to division manager to deputy store manager, and then I became a general manager. And it was the best career I ever had, and I was very proud of myself. And I remember my parents passed away.
Okay.
But I remember something that my father told me one day. He said, "You know what? I never expected you to become so successful in your life. I am so proud of you." And this is what I waited all my life to hear from my father, because I never wanted to disappoint him.
Yeah, I understand it's the validation of the parents. Like, it's important, and sometimes I try to ignore it. Like for me, I say I don't need them. I don't need their approval. Maybe we're fine without it, but no, it is important. Like it's instinctual.
Yes.
I think in our needs. So when you talk about like leading, do you allow yourself to take a decision on the behalf of someone else in a leading situation?
Yes, of course. And this is where your leadership comes. If you are someone who's confident about what you're doing, you don't need to get to anyone else to revert back, because you're someone who's responsible in a responsible position. Why are you there? If you're not able to take the right decisions, then you're not capable enough.
Okay, and were people like questioning your decisions and?
No, really, because first of all, there was trust, and second of all, because I always made sure that I was going beyond expectations.
Okay.
I would never settle for less than that.
Yeah.
Because I always wanted to be the best.
That's nice, but
I have this competition.
I want to know a little bit like where this comes from. Did you have any brothers or sisters?
I have a brother.
You have a brother?
Yes.
Were you competitive with your brother growing up, like when you were young?
Yes, actually, because he's 2 years older than me,
Okay.
and I was always wanted to say. I always said, whatever he does, I want to do the same. I want to do the same. So he went to the United Arab Emirates before me.
Okay.
And I wanted to do the same.
Yeah.
As we always did when we were young. And actually he was very proud of me as well. And that meant a lot to me, because he never used to show his feelings a lot. Like, I would always wait for him to tell me, I'm so proud of you. Maybe he felt it, but he would never say it.
Oh, okay.
But then he started saying it a lot, because, and mainly when he started going to the stores where I used to handle, he would hear from everyone, like, "You're Albin's brother. Oh my God, we love her. She's amazing. She's such a good person, and she helped us a lot." And I had a lot of people growing up the ladder in no way, and I was fighting for them. Why? Because I started as a salesperson. I knew what they were going through, and I know how many people they don't like to share their experience. So I was very understanding, and I wanted to push them forward so they can succeed in their lives.
Yeah, that's really nice. And did they make it? Do you know any of the people like you were around?
Of course, they had no choice. I wouldn't let them not make it.
Yeah. Okay, that's terrific. So, where did you get your strength from to really push push through. What was the most challenging maybe part? Like something that was like a threshold you had to cross to be able to, stepping out of the comfort zone, like you did.
Mario, I will tell you something which really, really helped me or gave me this strength. Because I suffered a lot being away from my children. That's one of the most important reasons.
Suffer. It's really deep actually. Like some people would say, it makes sense. Like growth comes from hardship. Like when life gets tough, you need to bring a new level. Come stronger.
And Mario, you can play a victim all your life.
Yeah.
Right? You can give up, or you can choose. It's all about choices in life. Either you choose to be strong and don't give up, or you say, you know what? I'm a victim. Why did this happen to me? I'm in denial, and then you let go.
You can blame.
Exactly.
It's because
exactly.
Of that. It's because of that.
Exactly. Yeah. So, where do you want to lose your life, or do you want to gain your life? This is where your choices come in, and this is where your strength comes.
And now, like, is it better? Like, are you enjoying life? How is it going? Like,
I'm enjoying it to the maximum.
Yeah.
Because after all these years, I decided to come home. And when I decided to come home, honestly, I was 200% sure. And everyone was telling me, but you're leaving your career, you're still young. And then I told them, no, you know what? Now I'm sure I want to go back because I had a passion to become a life coach. It was part of my job to be a coach to the team I worked with. But I wanted to be my life now, to have it as I don't want to say a job, but it's a passion, and I want to live this passion now.
Yeah, now I understand how, I understand the link between life coaching and your career. So the teamwork and being a leader now, you want to take it further. And how did it come to you, like the idea of being a life coach, like specifically that?
It was always my idea because I like to help people, especially with my experience in life. It became more and more. I cannot tolerate unfairness. I cannot tolerate seeing people weak.
Mm-hmm.
I like to help them. And it grew a lot with years. And I parked it on the side, as I said, because I waited for the right moment. When I knew I'm ready, I just left everything and came back home and said, that's my time. I want to live. I've worked very hard. I want to enjoy my passion. I want to be with the family. And I just want to invest in myself, study. Although I cannot tell you the comments I heard and like, oof, do you really want to study again? Don't you have enough? And I said, you know what? There's not enough. Studying and investing in yourself is never enough in life, or your brain will stop.
Yeah, it's really inspiring that you're still to this point. Like for me, I think this is the best way to go. Everyone has his own mind. But my mom too. She's still studying. She's like 50. She's studying theology.
Very interesting.
And you're never too old, really. Even my grandmother, sometimes she tries new recipes. It's never too late to do something new. So are you able to connect with the people you're trying to help now? Like, how do you touch them? Do you find some people harder to convince? What's your technique, life coaching?
Okay, so as a life coach, the first thing that we do inform people. Because life coach is not a therapist, and it's not a mentor, and is not a psychiatrist or psychologist. So that's very important for people to know, because we do not deal traumas from the past. We do not give advice, and we do not tell people what to do.
Okay.
So basically, a life coach is mainly focusing on the future, because we believe people, they have capabilities. So we help them discover themselves and being able to fulfill their personal and professional potentials in life.
So keep looking forward. That's what you mainly say.
I can coach you whenever you want.
Yeah. I find it makes perfect sense. I didn't know that. Like this is the strategy of life coaching, but for me it makes sense because in my beliefs, like I believe more in law of attraction. You know this concept, like whatever you focus on, you're gonna get more of, and it makes sense that you don't talk about their traumas because this would activate more. I understand. It's like new age therapy.
Yes, it's true.
You know, like
and it works well.
It does.
It works very well.
Yeah. And is it like visualization exercises and you try to...
There are lots of exercises, yes. Visualization is one of them. There are lots of exercises that we use. But it's all about listening.
Okay.
It's all about listening, deep listening, just not listening because I want to listen. And it's all about curiosity.
Okay.
The right curiosity, not, I want to see the neighbor, what she's doing, or the right curiosity to understand the person who is in front of you, to be able to help them.
Yeah, that's it's interesting too. I thought curiosity for the other person. I thought like it's important for the people to be curious. But you're talking about the life coach should be really curious about...
Exactly.
Like, to be able to know how to get to them.
Yes.
Like which vocabulary, through which examples.
Yeah, to powerful questions. There are, there are the ways.
What are your inspirations like? And do you have any mentors you follow? Or
of course, I have a mentor. During my coaching learning, I had a mentor.
Yeah.
And I would really want to salute her today. She was my mentor and I gave her a hard time sometimes.
Okay.
But thanks to her, I made it.
Yeah.
Yes. And we all we need mentors always. And we need to work on ourselves and to upgrade our, our skills. It doesn't stop that, okay, now I'm a coach and it stops there. No, we used to work on ourselves. We have to.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they don't wake up one day and say, I'm going to get a life coach. It's not a decision, it's not a common decision.
No.
For me, I think you can buy a book. Like, this is how I went with it. I bought some self-help books, and I went on YouTube and I got the help I needed. But do you think there's more value in person-to-person life coaching?
Of course. Now, with the pandemic and everything, we had to do things on Zoom.
Okay.
That was, that was non-negotiable. You didn't have another option. But a lot of people, even if they are, with the corona and everything, no, they wanted to have this one-on-one session because some people, they like, the expressions. When you're, like now we're in front of each other, we can see each other's expression more.
Yeah.
Some people prefer that. So we had to cancel the sessions until, now it's much better. So yes, I can do the one-on-one session.
Yeah. And what are your beliefs, like to go into life coaching? Does it affect your religious belief in any way? Does it
no, it has nothing. It has nothing to do. No, it has
religion?
Nothing to do with the religious beliefs at all.
Do you think that religion is at any kind of life coaching? Can you consider
no
religion being that?
No, religion is a different topic.
Because like in the sense it gives out, it's really similar. Like people would go to the Bible, for example, to know how to live their lives. It's life coaching in a sense. Like, do you have anything to say about the similarities?
No, because as I said, as a coach, I don't tell you how to live your life. You discover yourself.
Yeah.
With the skills that I have, I make you discover yourself, your own answers and your own ways.
Yeah, I got that approach. Yeah, because I'm asking myself, like, why would people? Why is it not enough? Like, why is religion not enough for us to know? To find out who you are, to maybe break through, or is it enough maybe, or is like life coaching another form? Is it like a religion by itself? Would you say that too? Like, I don't know.
There are a lot of ways to help in life.
Yeah. You can find stuff to cope with. Yeah. Maybe you can get a cat.
Exactly.
Yeah. How would you cope with your struggles when you had a hard time? What was your
Meditation.
go-to? Okay.
Meditation is amazing. I started lately, and when I started the meditation, it was amazing. I do it at night. I put some music and I learned the steps. Sometimes I fall asleep when I listen to the music because it's so relaxing. But then I try at least to do it 3 times a week. And then I have a gratitude box where every day I write a thank you note. I'm grateful for this and this, and I put it in my box. And then at the end of the month, I open my box again and check the notes. I'm grateful for what? I was grateful for what? Because we are grateful for a lot of things every day.
But this makes me think about when I was healing,
Yes.
right? The idea was to stay positive as much as possible, you know. But I got to a point where it didn't make sense anymore to me, you know, because there's contrast. You know, there's good times, there's bad times, and without bad times, you're not gonna understand or even appreciate the good times. You know, so the activities you would be recommended to do, like on a healing path, would for me, it put on myself pressure to stay uplifted and positive all the time, and it wasn't really helping me anymore. At some time. I had to allow myself to feel pain, to feel struggle, you know. I think it's also an important step, not like all your activities to be...
Of course. What's wrong in letting yourself feeling the pain?
Yeah, exactly.
That's one question from the coaching.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it completely. But yeah, it's counterintuitive. It's counterintuitive actually to think that you have to allow feeling bad in order to get through it. People usually they try to eliminate.
True. Yes.
So yeah, just I don't know. Tell me more about like a 1v1 you had. I call it. Is it like a 1v1? Is it like they have to face their problems? Do they have to face anything, or?
Of course. I mean, listen. Logically, yeah. Don't you have to face your problem to heal from it? You cannot run away all your life.
Like that's always a question for me.
If you run away, that's it. Going again to the comfort zone, right?
Okay.
That step out of that leap that you take out of your comfort zone is taking what? The step. Yes, to accept and moving forward. And this is when you face whatever comes to you.
And how would you face? What's the best way to face your problems? You know, because in the energetical vocabulary, you know, it's not healthy to face your problems in a way because you're focusing on them. Maybe in that sense.
Yes, so but if you think, what if I face my problems? Okay, what then?
So what then?
What then? How would you feel after facing your problems?
Yeah, maybe more courageous.
Exactly, because your problems were still there, huh?
Yeah.
But what if you face them? I mean, what's the cost if you face your problem? What's the benefit in facing your problem?
But again, what is a problem? You know, I think it's really deep. Like, do you know anything about words? Does your work target the meaning of words and NLP, neuro-linguistic programming?
NLP, NLP is something I mean, I have friends who've done the NLP. Okay. I haven't gone into that yet.
Yeah, it's just basically that words, they carry an emotional attachment. So the word problem, for me, I try to not use it as often, you know, because it carries with it some energy, you know, and
it gives negative maybe.
Yeah, is that focused in the way to life coach?
No, we don't like to use it. We don't like to say problem. We can use another word. Yeah.
So you do take in consideration NLP in your work? So yeah, exactly. Well, like because a problem is something bad, and nothing basically is bad in its essence. It's all stuff.
Yes.
And there's a duality. This is why we have the perception of good and bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. It's the way how you perceive things.
Okay, that's wonderful. Like for me, I didn't know there was people in Lebanon. It's maybe cliche to say it or stereotypical, but for me, I reached those things through personal research and books and YouTube. You know, it's lovely to see that it's more and more common, and
Yes.
There's actually people doing that and applying those concepts. Do you market yourself on? Do you do marketing for what you do, life coaching, or?
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn
Mhm.
because I believe LinkedIn is professional. You
Okay.
know, Instagram is nice; it's a social place to be, but basically my clients come from LinkedIn, and of course, it's people who know people who know people. This is how
Yeah.
they come to you.
Do you ever offer it for free in a way
Of
that
course,
you know
of
you're
course.
sitting with someone and you feel
Yes.
they're not feeling so good, and
Yes,
you
of
give
course.
a life coach question.
Of course,
you know,
I always give free
Yeah.
sessions, and now I'm happy to give 5 free sessions.
I appreciate it actually. I will consider it as discussion, you know, because
Yeah.
I really got deep into those. So it's concepts that take a lifetime to apply.
Yeah.
Like,
And sorry to interrupt you, but you know when the Beirut blasts happened?
yeah.
Yes. So my friend and I went. We had an interview on MTV and New TV,
Yeah.
and we wanted to help with our expertise.
Yeah.
So yes, we offered our services to
Okay.
help the youngsters for free, to offer our expertise.
That's really nice what you're doing. That's really
Thank
inspiring.
you,
for,
Mari. That's the
women
least we can do.
and men of all ages. Like there's no conditions
Yes.
to making it in life. You
Yes.
know, you can be divorced, you can be married, you can be anything you want. Okay, so thank you a lot for this episode. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Mario. It was really nice.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it. Cut.
كانت حلوة. شو؟